Hello and welcome to Chuck's Diecast Car and Model Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at this particular car. This is, one of the cooler cars I've ever seen in person, and in fact I saw it, about 4 years ago at Pebble Beach on display, on the release of the vehicle. And this is the Bugatti Divo. This is a really cool car, definitely very striking. I don't know if you would call it beautiful or anything, but it sure is cool. If you don't know this car is, I'm sure, based on the chassis of the Bugatti Chiron. So it would have the quad turbocharged W16 engine in it, but I believe this engine is hopped up a little bit. And the other thing is that I believe they also modified the suspension to make it handle better on the track, as if anybody who owns one of these cars, being that they probably cost in excess of $3 or $4 million, would take it on the track. I don't know if they would, but there was a limited number of these made, and so I was actually pretty fortunate to even see one. From what I understand, this is called the Divo because there was a French driver who drove for Bugatti back in the 20s or 30s by the name of Divo being his last name. Apparently he must have been a pretty good driver, and well, when it comes to his opposition, I guess he whipped him good. Sorry about the terrible pun, but I had to get one in there about the band Divo. Anyway, so it was just begging for it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this model here, okay? First of all, this car is pretty much all plastic, okay? So it's pretty lightweight, and the plastic does give it the appearance that the car should have, which is sort of this semi-gloss color. The blue on the wheels, or tires I should say, the sides here, and on the front is pretty much spot on from what I can recall of the car, and everything is actually detailed nicely here. In fact, if you look at the car up close, you can see stuff like the name, well, let's see if we can get it in focus, the name Divo on the fuel filler cap. You can see the French flag on the side there, signifying the French racing team. The brake calipers and rotors look good, and in fact there is the Bugatti name on the calipers, and then of course the Bugatti logo on the center cap there. So looks pretty solid. The carbon fiber effect here is not decal, it is texture, but I think it looks pretty good. For the price, again, it looks pretty nice. So no complaints there. There's also, of course, the mirrors have that detail on them as well. Taking a look at the front here, of course, again, due to the price point, none of this is mesh up front here, either for the center horseshoe nor the side intakes there. But it looks decent. The Bugatti logo in the center of the horseshoe is pretty sharp, and so good for Maisto to do that there. Okay, again, more carbon fiber texture here and on the air dam, and so again, pretty decent detail there. When you let me see if we can open up this hood here. It's been a while since I've had this model, so there we go. I couldn't remember if it opened from the front or back. Honestly, for a mega ultra supercar, that's not bad luggage space, but again, it's small. Fits maybe one decent sized bag, and that's about it. But you can see here that it is all the detail in there is what you would expect for a car of this price point. And but again, I'm satisfied with it here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rear. You can see the rather monstrous tunnels and extractors on the back end here. You can see the quad exhaust at the back here, which is kind of cool. And of course more of this textured carbon fiber here too. The taillights are actually a fairly good representation of the taillights of the car. I mean, the taillights themselves are essentially they look sort of like 100 sort of like crystals that are like rectangular in shape, and they're all separated from each other, but all light up at the same time, when you hit the brakes or the turn signals or whatever. So that would be pretty much impossible to represent on a cheap car. So they at least attempted to get the taillights, showing those different crystalline pieces there. The rear wing looks pretty decent. Again, it's textured carbon fiber. The rear deck there is textured carbon fiber, and then the engine is right there. You can see the the valve covers or intakes or whatever those are, but you can't open the engine bay, and I don't think the owners can even open the engine bay themselves. So I guess that you would call that true to life. If I were, I suppose, a Maisto mechanic, I might be able to open this. But taking a look at the interior, you can see it's all color matched to almost to the point of sort of cheesiness. But Bugattis are sort of that way. They are neat cars, but they can be a little bit over the top in terms of styling and their interiors. But you can see in there, I'm just putting some light on it here. Not bad. The steering wheel looks good. Nice that they were able to, duplicate the two-tone action there. The center console looks good. So they definitely did take the time. You can even see the word Divo on the center transmission tunnel there. So definitely good for Maisto for them to do that. Seats, again, you can see they are two-tone and don't look too bad. And so again, for the price point, definitely a good value, I think. Okay, let's see if we can see anything different here on the other side. I guess we should take a look at the door panels, and you can see that they look pretty decent there too. So again, there is the center console and the dash there. Okay, all right. All in all, I'd say again this is a really good model for the value. These were available, I believe, at Sam's Club for like $15 or something, but I don't think they had one in the color of the one that I'd seen. So I found this on eBay and bought it for like $35. I do definitely recommend this for the relatively low price. That is the completion of my review today. I hope you enjoyed it. And, well, if you did, please like and subscribe. Have a great day.